Welcome to another Elden Ring guide. My name is Nilaus and we are covering the western part of LIURNIA of the Lakes. There are these 4 locations that I want to highlight. Dungeons and secret bosses and that kind of thing. There are lots of secrets in these locations, so definitely do check it out. If you find these guides useful, then consider hitting the like button. It helps me a lot with visibility, and consider subscribing to keep up to date with the next guides. Let's dive into the first location. The first location is Kingsrealm Ruins. Now there isn't a whole dungeon here, but there are 2 secrets, and one is obvious secret, and the other one is less obvious. So I write through this, and I think the obvious secret is there to tell you that you should look for more. It's something the game is doing quite often, showing you secrets and then sort of enticing you to look for another one. So here, that one, yeah, it's pretty obvious that there is a secret door to let you through, otherwise you can't really get to the next level. So by doing that, you're kind of like, maybe there are more secrets. So I'm going to show you how to find the other secret, and even when even when I was looking for it, it's difficult. I find this guy, the talking guy, and then go straight east, jump over this ledge, and then you can already now see that there's something fishy about this area. Look at this location. You have to roll. You can walk on it and nothing happens. You can ride on it, nothing happens. But if you roll on it, suddenly there is a little ramp down. That's really easy to miss. So we included it here, and there is a little boss fight here. So I hope that was useful. Now this boss fight is hyper aggressive, and I don't even have time to summon my wolves. So I just decide, you know what, we're going to do it without it. And it has this attack, and then comes a flurry. Okay, yeah, the poison here is really annoying, and I tried to just knock it down, and here comes the flurry of attacks. Come on. And you don't want to stand in this one. That will kill you quite a lot, quite easily. I'm not imagining how this is going to be done. I decided to take another round here. But if you look at this and then judge to the side there, then you actually have a pretty good opening. Dodge to the side, and then it goes to the flurry, and then you can actually get some good hits in. It's not that dangerous, but I would not want to be a caster against this one. So we killed the mini boss here, and that opens the fog gate at the back of the room, and that gives us a little item as a reward for finding it and killing this. What do we have? We have a frozen needle. So let's move on to the next location, and that's a real dungeon this time. The Academy Crystal Cave. Now this is sort of nestled on the side of the bluff that Rea Lucaria is located on, and you're going to need to use a key, but don't worry, you will get that key refunded later on. So it's a good deal. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's content. So let's explore the cave. There's also a secret door here. I accidentally find the secret door without by accident. Well, not really by accident, because it's kind of obvious that there is a secret door, but I stumble into it, and we'll get to that. That's a bit later. So I've used a few rats. Not much of a challenge. And we just push further into the crystal cave. And further, and we go into a room here. You can see a group located over on the side, and there are 6 of these in total. There's one, and then there's another one that's over there. Sneak around. And then it's really, really cool the way that it works, that they will move towards the sound. So you can actually just hide from them. I think the stealth is working surprisingly well in this game. And we can actually go over and get a backstab on. And of course the other 2 don't really like that idea, so we'll just slash away. We want to hit both of them at the same time with wide slashes. Alright, so that was 5 of them. Then we have 1 more in here. Going over to the side, because there's a tiny bit of cave moss. We want to get all of it. And I want to get that. Oops, I didn't get it. Let's get it first. And since we took a tiny bit of damage, I am going to go over here and fish for it. Critical hit, backstab, and if you are in doubt about what you're seeing with those blue and red swirls when I do a backstab or critical hit, then that's because you can see under my health bar, on my stamina bar, there is a blue thingy and a red thingy. That is the Assassin's Cerulean Dagger and the Assassin's Crimson Dagger. That means that if you do critical hits, you will get health and focus points back again. Now, at the end of the cave, there are two sides. We went to the left one first because it's a dead end with a bit of loot. We got the stone key returned. And then we come to this side, which is where we want to go. Now, I fought the guy standing on the stair a few times, and he's kind of annoying. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pull this guy. And then I realized, you know, it's a caster, so he's not going to come. So now I'm kind of committed to just duking it out with a spellcaster at range with my shitty crossbow. Not a great idea, by the way. But hey, we're committed, so that's the way we're deciding to do this. Just a few more. A few more. Yeah, shoot the door. Take that, you stupid door. Yeah, and shoot the ground as well. Yeah, this is not how you should take it, but I just really wanted to make sure. I wanted to try and see if we could kill the other guy just in a stealthy way. So, we finally got him out. And look to the left. There is a solid wall to the left. Solid wall right by this cave moss. Solid wall indeed. And now my idea is that I want to shoot over at that wall so that it would attract the attention of the guy. But unfortunately, since I shot the wall right in front of me first. So here's the secret wall. I'm actually standing against the secret wall. And then as I start flailing, you will see that it's no longer a solid wall. There we go. It's no longer a solid wall. You can see now there is an opening. So he has a special attack that he's headbutting. That's weird. So he has this hammer attack that luckily I interrupt. That's a big attack. Don't block it, just dodge to the side. It's a giant hammer. Let's see. So what do we have? We have here. We have one, and I want to get a stealth. Yep, get some free healing. That's lovely. And this is actually the secret room. It took me a while to sort of find it, but actually in this case we just got it. So this is where you want to knock the wall down and find the secret door. That's progression, and in the meantime we have here, if you go into this room first, there will be the caster just upstairs who will be shooting at you, and that's super annoying. Thank you, Runak. We never have enough of those, so that is super handy. Go up here, and there's another chest up there, so you get quite a lot of loot from finding that secret door. Well, you get one piece of loot, one crystal staff. And we will then progress. And even when you kill the boss in this area, there is more. So, the boss fight in this area. We fought in the crystal caves in the previous video. We fought a crystallion, and, well, things have grown up, and now we fight two of those. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to send my wolves against one of them. And then I'm going to take care of the other. Here. The way that this guy works is that if you get a when you get a critical hit against them, not actually like this, but when you knock them down, they lose their shielding. You can see we're barely dealing any damage. So basically what you want to do is like big visceral attacks to knock off this shield, and then they become vulnerable. Go. There we go. No, it's still not. There we go. Now it got knocked down, and we'll do a backstab, and then you can see now we're dealing real damage to it. Finally. And just a few, and you can hear the wolves are dying in the background, and that is perfect timing because now we're ready to take care of the other one. First the spear one, then the staff one, doesn't really matter. It's super simple. If I take this one, you can just circle around as it's casting its spell. Get some attacks in. Of course, we're not really dealing any damage. Yeah, okay, dodge the attack, and that's a good interrupt. And it heals us a lot as well. There we go. Now we got our visual, and then we can start dealing the real damage, and it is really damn simple. From here we just stack a city and slash, slash, and slash. Yes. There. Not a difficult fight. Just get those attacks in, and we get a crystal release. Interesting. So don't go out yet, but go up. There's an elevator here at the back. It doesn't do much, but it takes a while to get up here, but you will get a loot for your trouble, and you get a view of Raya Lucaria as well. It says say Raya Lucaria, but it isn't actually in Raya Lucaria. You can't get into the dungeon from here. But while we are riding the elevator, maybe this is a good time to hit the like button and consider subscribing while we are riding all the way up. You good? Okay. Let's reach the top of the stairs and find our loot as a reward. So now it says that we are in the Academy of Raya Lucaria, but when we are in the middle, sort of, if you look on the map, we are right square in the middle of it, this tower. So also if you're looking around in Raya Lucaria for how to get up to the tallest tower, the answer is from outside, somehow. And we get a Terra Magicus spell. Good. Let's move on to the next dungeon. This is the Lakeside Crystal Cave, and it's found all the way at the south of it. There are some ghostly minotaurs outside, so you can find it that way. And we're gonna head in here. This is also like it has a weird setup, this dungeon. Like the fact that, why is there a chest right as we enter? That's completely not how it works. The chest is supposed to be at the end of the dungeon, not at the beginning of the dungeon. But hey, we'll take it, except that it's only a material leaf. So let's push forward. There's the stuff that is obvious up here. And again, it's kind of telling us that, or it's kind of tricking us to believe that this is all there is, but there's way more than what meets the eye to this dungeon as well. But first, we're just cleaning out everything that we can. These are just demi-humans. They're super easy. They seem... This dungeon seems really easy. And we have a little group. I try to be fancy, as always. And then I decide that it's just better just to smash my way through things. But I wanted to get some healing done. Just checking. No exits as well. And there should be something down here as well. Just a little bit more. Yep. Take that out. And then we see if we can knock it down, and we can, in order to get a nice healing, and we are now fully stacked again on health and mana, or focus points. We can push in here before we go to sort of the secret area of this dungeon. It's not particularly secret. It just sounds better to call it secret. But this is kind of implying that if you're just carelessly wandering, you go like, oh yeah, this is the boss. Okay, cool. And there's a chest behind it. Yep, that's fine. So I take this, and then I want to get my flaming sword, as always. It's super easy to farm it, so definitely worth it. And I just misjudged the distance, and that kind of sets it on a wrong tone here. But you can see this is not really having a lot of hit points. There, and almost dead. Yeah, okay, just hit it once. There we go. Just a single hit, and then it's all good. Grab the materials. And somehow there's one more. I try to get a backstep, but can't really sort of get it to work. Yeah, and then there's a chest, and it's kind of easy to think, oh, that's it, a spear talisman. But it is not. It is not. There is more. So if we just head on back to the big location where there was like a pit of despair to fall in, then we can see that it is actually possible to jump down there in a safe manner. See, there is a ledge, so we are going to be working towards these ledges. Oh, okay, I kind of skipped one ledge, but that's okay. And then it's always looking down and figure out where is the next drop off. Next drop off is here. Get some crystal cave moss, and should be one more drop off here. Yep. Still a long way down, but we can see loot all the way down, so that's good. Now we can't drop any further, that is gonna kill us, so luckily we have a little entrance in here. And now we get a new kind of creature, a crystal slug. They spray crystals. They are hugely not dangerous. But then again, what did you expect from a snail? And we get some throwing daggers. And then I kind of get lost on where we came from. Definitely not that one. It was from this one, yes. So we have an extra exit out here. Go into another location. And if you go in with high levels of aggression, which you always should have be, then just, oh, more slugs. Alright, let's just kill them all before they wake up. There we go. If you wait for them to wake up, then it gets just a bit more annoying. Nothing major, but it gets a bit more annoying. So we push our way further downstairs here. I want to get all the way to the bottom of the cave. and look at that. We can see loot all the way down there, so that's a good sign. That means we must be able to get down there somehow. It looks a bit long jump, but it's actually fine. Soft cotton. It's weird. Soft cotton is weird. It's apparently for moving quietly. Now, if you see this, I was so expecting patches to come push me down, or yeah, just as soon as we drop down and start fishing the loot, then there'll be attacks. But no, really, we just get a few of these random slugs. And the third one. I tried to see if I can backstep, but doesn't seem like it's possible to backstab these. Now, this is definitely a boss arena, pretty obvious. So let's top up, fire up, and get ready for a boss fight. And that's one of those bloodhounds, Bloodhound Knight. They are super erratic, and I'm honestly, I haven't really figured out their moveset yet. It's just, I keep sort of missing it somehow. And I take way too much damage from these. It's not really particularly difficult, but I just keep taking damage. See, every time I think that it's a one-hit combo, then it's a two-hit combo. Every time I think it's a two-hit combo, it's a one-hit combo. There's just something about it that just... I haven't really figured this one. I haven't practiced, but maybe I should. Luckily, the balls will trivialize a lot of this. And there we go. We're dealing quite a bit of damage, and especially with the fire damage as well. So we got, we killed the boss, and there is a bit more here. There's actually, the funny thing is, there isn't any loot afterwards. We just get access to this location. This is on the back side of the... this is a sort of a little location that you can't get to in any other way. But luckily there is a little grace here, Slumbering Wolf Shack. And when you talk to the Slumbering Wolf here, this is enabling a quest. Now I'm not going to go through all this quest because it's quite a long quest, but if you have interest in me also doing quest walkthroughs, then that's something I could definitely do. Of course, we'd sort of have to get to the end of the quest and then sort of go through each step at a time. So that's but this one needs another brute, and you get that from Albinarius, which you can find somewhere. But enough of that. We are here to clear some dungeons. Now you know at least how to get here. So let's move on to the next dungeon. The last one is the road's End Catacombs. This is sort of nestled at the edge of the map, and if you just follow sort of the edge of the map southwest, then you will sort of find a little path that leads you, and at the end of the way you get to the road's End Catacomb. Now this is really hidden away in a corner, so you'd kind of think, okay, well, it's like the Black Knife Catacomb last time. It was a step up in difficulty. Now this is certainly a step down in difficulty, though the difficulty seems to be mainly in terms of you have to find the secret rooms, because there are a lot of secrets here, but they're also kind of obvious. But enemy-wise, well, we are dealing with these damn gargoyles that we've done so many times, and they just can't be a challenge anymore. So at this point, this is again sort of away from the convention. We start by pulling the lever, and then you hear the door rumbling, and you go, okay, that's fine, let's just find the door. But the funny thing is, you will not find the door if you push forward. And then this is kind of a hint to saying, hey, you pulled the lever and it opened the door. There must be something you're missing. What you're missing is that secret door. So now we have that secret door, but there are more secret doors. We'll come back to that one later on. There are more signals in this dungeon that tells you that there are more secrets. Again, I don't know why there's only these gargoyles. They are incredibly easy. Beef up the challenge here. Pushing forward. For example, by accidentally stepping on a trap. That's a good way to sort of break up your challenge for yourself. Again, just a single gargoyle just can't be a challenge at this point. And we're just navigating a bit here, just looking for what we can find. And if you just happen to be here, then we go, oh, nothing. Well, this is the most obvious secret door you can imagine. So we go in here and unlock the secret door. And I think that this secret door is basically when you get here and you see that, you find the secret door, then you should be sort of, oh, maybe there are more secret doors. I guess that's kind of how are you dodging my guard counter? I guess that's kind of how it it's telling you to look for secret doors by making a very obvious one, and then you should be thinking, maybe there's another one. Let's get some healing. Thank you very much. Glintstone fireflies, what we get for our troubles. And we also get a rare Lucaria Soldier Ashes. I mean, it's a thing. Maybe you like it. I like my wolves right now, and we will soon be getting a legendary one. Yep, go to the side. And I'll be using that a lot, especially for boss fights. But that's gonna be a bit later. There we look here, and now I hear something, and I think it's actually something big. But lo and behold, the only enemies in this dungeon is just the pathetic gargoyles here. But definitely not a tough dungeon. Tough to hit, I guess. We get another rune arc, perfect, and we get a little. What do we get? It's a Ghost Clove Ward 2. Like, why is it only level 2? Push forward. This looks like a trap, but it is not. But again, we haven't found the door that opens, so another obvious secret door. Moving through, going further down, and another obvious secret door, and we can then get the. Finally, we find the door to the final boss fight. Now, this boss fight it's not very difficult once you know what's going on, and it's only halfway through the fight that I realize what the trick is. I have done it before. So it is a spirit summoner snail, because of course it is. And here, this is not that, as you can see, is not a snail. It is a thing with a poker. But over this corner, you can see there's a bit of light. I didn't realize it from the light. I realized it from having fought this boss before. That's how it is. And then I'm running around frantically, like looking for it, but I'm not realizing that it's actually quite easy to see it right to the left of me here. Right there. And I walk past it. It was actually there because there is a bit of light on the ground. So instead I decide to, okay, let's kill this one, because after we kill this, which isn't super difficult, it will be visible for a short while, and if you still have some of your summons available, they will start jumping towards the location as it spawns, or as it becomes visible. There it is. It was right where we jumped past before, and I ran away. So now, instead of fighting a Crusader Knight, no thanks. And I think about it for a second, and I go like, you know what? As much as I like fighting Crusader Knights, I really don't want to do that. I'd rather just run around looking for it. So here we are again looking, and I'm just hacking away at random locations. And I think it's... Okay. Yeah, good swing. It's at this location I realized that there's a bit more light over here that shouldn't be there. So I do a little celebratory jump, and then I start swinging. And that's the trick. It disappears, and I see, oh, there's more light over here. And that's how you do it. So you don't have to fight any of these. You just have to go around looking for the light. And then you get a Glintstone Sorcerer Ashes for your trouble. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little guide. And if you found it useful, there were some new things, or you just got some good tips. If you have, be sure to hit the like button, and of course consider subscribing if you want to see more Elden Ring guides. Thank you for watching. Take care and stay effective.